there's this idea you have to start so early. There's a lot of evidence for why multiple sports could be beneficial at young ages. Most parents don't have a background in sport education, don't know the research. They sort of do what everybody else is doing. If you're chasing a college scholarship, well, you've got to start early. If you're a field hockey player, if you think you want to play later on, if you're a swimmer, there's a lot of pressure at 10, 11 to start specializing in swimming, drop your other activities. The benefits of multiple sports. One, the injury, and it doesn't mean you're going to get injured if you specialize, but the chances are higher than if you play multiple ones.
I see.
Second one is, to me, is psychological, is how much gas do you have in the tank? And if you do the same thing over and over, you're using up a lot of gas.
And you can lose your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Almost all sports have certain fundamental motor skills that underlie them. Throwing, catching, hopping, skipping, jumping. We know there's these fundamental motor skills kids need. Some parents fall into 5-ring fever, we call the Olympic 5-ring fever. I want my kid to be an Olympian, and so we have to start right now. And the literature would suggest most play multiple sports early and then later specialize. But to remember that it's a long haul. If I'm in soccer, if you think about it, for footwork, soccer is great. That could help me when I played basketball in terms of boxing out.
Right.
If I'm a wrestler, you'll hear a lot of on Saturdays in college football season, the pros, they'll say that offensive lineman's really good. He was a wrestler. He knows how to work. He's got the footwork. So there's all these sort of transferable fundamental motor skills you get.
And you're saying that happens at an early age, or that can be built in at an early age?
It actually absolutely happens at an early age. And even before sport, playing with your kids in the backyard, having balls, catching with them, even if they're not that skilled, doing physical activity with them, we'll get them to work on jumping, hopping, skipping, running. Those are fundamental skills that underlie all sport. So I think there's a lot we could do to use sport to bring families together in a positive way. And then if they're skilled enough, they then would go on and play college. And sometimes it really worries me, I got to be Division I. Division III probably makes the most sense of college sports. There's more of a balance, like they want a lot of kids playing. Oftentimes you're less skilled at Division III.
Right.
But you can have a great college experience. You can have national championships, league championships. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but sometimes people forget, like, if I don't get to play at Michigan State, I don't want to play anywhere. Our institute had a really good relationship with the U.S. Tennis Association. When they modified 10 and under tennis, and they went to modified equipment. And the data shows kids learn better tennis skills if they start on these small courts and then transition up to when they're 12 or 13, they're playing on the regular court. So there's this idea that I might adjust the equipment to my capabilities. Our goal is to keep people active their whole life. We want our kids to fall in love with sport.